MornY'all, Washington just turned the food pyramid upside down. The new federal guidance puts meats, full-fat dairy, olive oil, and vegetables at the broad tip of an inverted triangle. Grains and fruit sit at the narrow base. Saturated fat is still capped at 10% of daily calories. Ultra-processed foods are the new villain. Alcohol limits disappeared. It feels dramatic. Yeah, it is. But the food pyramid has always been more than science. It's science filtered through politics, through farm policy, through school lunch budgets. Though many Americans react to headlines, science moves slowly. Public reaction moves fast. In the 1960s, heart disease terrified the country. Fat became suspect. In the 80s and 90s, low-fat labels flooded grocery shelves. People cut fat. They replaced it with refined carbohydrates and sugar. Obesity rates climbed. Then came the backlash. Carbs came the enemy. Protein rose. Now ultra-processed foods take center stage. When Americans hear avoid fat, many avoid fat. When they hear eat protein, some eat in excess. The pyramid swings because behavior swings. Realignment follows overcorrection. Nutrition science rarely says, eat unlimited. Public culture often hears exactly that. Here's what lunches look like over the past decades. 1960s lunch would typically be roast beef sandwich on white bread, mashed potatoes with gravy, buttered green beans, whole milk, and apple pie. Protein heavy, full fat dairy was normal, and a little discussion on calories. In the 70s, lunch became hamburger on a bun, french fries, iceberg lettuce salad, and whole milk. Heart disease reached growing, fat question, but still dominant. 1980s lunch, that became a turkey sandwich on whole wheat, low-fat yogurt, a banana, and some skim milk. Fat reduction was emphasized, grains expanded. Snackwell's culture began. Then the 1990s lunch, pasta, marinara, breadstick, fat-free dressing, and a salad with skim milk. 6 to 11 servings of grains was encouraged. Refined carbs surged. Calories stayed high. 2000, grilled chicken breast became queen of lunch with brown rice, steamed broccoli, and low-fat milk. Balance becomes the word. My plate replaces the pyramid later. Portion awareness grows. But today, 2026, grilled steak over beef patty, roasted vegetables with olive oil, side salad, whole milk yogurt, minimal or optional grain. Protein is prioritized. Full-fat dairy returns. Ultra-processed food is way out. The constraints remain. Vegetables matter. Excess calories sure matter. Whole foods outperform industrial formulations. The pyramid keeps changing because Americans keep changing. And because policy lives where laboratory data meets farm subsidies, cultural fears, and economic pressure, science adjusts, politics translates, and people react. Then the triangle tilts again. Lo sabes.